Now, the thing that I really want to practice here is that before I'm really good at getting standing medium punch meaty, right? So if they do a normal quick rise, if they do a normal recovery, dash into standing medium punch or crouching medium punch is perfect right there. That's perfect to beat 3-frame jabs, right? So you see this here like this. She's gonna wake up, crouch light punch. So if I do roundhouse drill, dash into stand medium punch, that's a perfect setup for counter hitting pokes, right? So this is something that's good, but what I've learned recently is that standing light kick is actually the preferred meaty button in my opinion these days, because standing light kick leads to the mix up right here, that mix up right there, and it also leads to multiple lights into throw. Standing light kick is just a really good button to hit people with. In my recent experiments against other people trying to get close enough to hit them with stand light kick so that I can start applying the mix up, I couldn't really find good situations to apply the stand light kick. So what I really wanted to do was find a way to get meaty stand light kicks in this situation without having to time it, right? So obviously I can do it if I just time it by delaying my stand light kick a little bit, and which should work. But I also found out that if I combo into medium kick drill, you'll notice what happens is medium kick drill hits once right away very early on and then doesn't hit again. If I do that in the dash forward and a standing light kick, that becomes a perfect meaty timing. So I can actually do like that. So that does set up the stand light kick, and if it's on counter hit, I can actually combo every button. Like, oh, I missed the combo after light kick. Oops. Like so. So there you go. Yes, absolutely. It makes it harder to, it makes it much harder to meaty, which is the question that Blink Templar asks, you see on the screen there. And yes, it is, which is why I came up with this alternate setup, which is comboing into medium drill. So I can do, and that will always set it up. So there you go. So in other words, if I always combo into the medium drill, that always sets me up. The reason why this is also super important is because if I set them up to after first attack to guard, and I set the guard recovery actions to jump back, like so, right? So if I set the computer up to jump back, what you'll actually see happen if I do stand light. Oh, because she's waking up stand jab. That's right. Okay, let me just demonstrate it this way. So what I want to do is if she blocks the light kick, she jumps away. This is me simulating OS throw tech. But if you notice, if I chain, well, if I go from stand light kick to crouch light kick, or any button, so if I do light kick, or if I do light kick, jab, light kick, crouch light kick, it actually catches them out of the pre-jump frames. This is why this is so important, because if anyone's trying to jump away, then you can catch them out of their pre-jump frames, and they can't jump away as much, right? So I can do like so. And then I can do, whoops. Oh, I don't know why those chaining lights is so weird in this game. There we go. Whoops, I didn't mean to EX. Like so, and then I go back into that sequence, etc., etc. So there you go. Did I have it set to first the attack? Or no? Okay. But there you go. So that's why this is stand light kick is such a valuable mix-up. Also, I gotta learn that too. So if they actually throw tech, I can chase them out of the air with the roundhouse drill after they jump back. So I have to learn that. Alex Meyer says he just does this on read. You can OS it because if they get thrown, no drill is coming out. So, but you can do it both ways. So there you go. So that's one thing that I really want to learn. I want to see, like, this is all made up tactics here. I don't necessarily know if this is good or not. I don't know if that's better or not, but I want to mess around with it in online ranked so I can test it out. Learning to combo into medium drill, into a meaty stand light kick, and seeing how much play that gets me. Yes, I lose damage off of this, but I get a guaranteed setup for the meaty. See, if I do roundhouse drill in the dash forward, I have to time the light kick, whereas if I do the medium kick drill, then it's automatic. So there's things that I just want to test out to see how realistic the strategy is. The other thing that, yes, back roll does ruin the mix-up, but back roll ruins all mix-ups. There's almost no character except for like a few people who have more than 4 or 5 active frames on a move that can actually blow up both the regular roll and the back roll. So no matter what, even on the regular roll here where I can do stand medium punch, you know, if I think they're gonna back roll, I'd have to delay it anyway just to catch them out of the back roll. So it still requires a read on my part in order to defeat back roll or quick rise. There's really very little ways to cover both of it outside of maybe towards roundhouse. Whoops. Oh, I guess that doesn't work. How did I do it just earlier? Yeah, so I could probably do some setup like, let's see if I just do rock towards roundhouse. That would counter hit. What happens if I back roll them? Yeah, see that misses, so I would have to wait and then towards roundhouse. Like that to beat that. But would that beat the other one? No, see it wouldn't. So I'm sure there's a way I could set it up properly that I could beat both of them with towards roundhouse because it has enough active frames. But again, most of the times the quick rise or back roll mix-up is going to mess you up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a setup specifically for quick rise, and then if I read that the back roll is coming, what can I do? Crouching medium punch maybe? No. I would probably just delay stand medium punch like I've always been doing. Or maybe I can delay stand light kick. Oh man, that's going to be really hard. Yeah, it's just basically a read and you're just going to have to wing it in that situation. I'll see if I can find a proper setup for that in just a little bit. So that's one of the things that I really want to test. Is test the setup to get the light kick and see how well that'll work for me. The other thing that I really want to test is I'm really bad at Cammy's dive kick game because I'm kind of obsessed with immediate dive kick. Like that's kind of where I've always just used the dive kick from, or top of the jump dive kick, which actually both are kind of the worst form of using Cammy's dive kick. The best way to use Cammy's dive kick is the kind of late on the way down dive kick, because what you're trying to do is blow up anti-air attempts, right? If you don't know if she's going to come down with jumping fierce, jumping medium punch, jumping roundhouse, or late dive kick, then it's really hard to anti-air her. I definitely do not use this enough. And so I want to just start jumping at people kind of willy-nilly and doing this late dive kick and seeing how effective that adds into how effective that is in my game, and see if it helps me get in on people a little better. So I do miss instant Tiger Knee Cannon Strike so bad. You don't even understand, man. I miss that like I miss family, dude. It's even hard to do the old way. Ah, see right there, I'm so used to doing roundhouse drill. So there you go. I wonder if I can do... That's not Ooh. Okay, I like that. I like that. So I can get a meaty stand light punch into back medium punch. That's actually pretty cool. I can obviously do that. Oops. That's actually kind of cool. Because that also sets me up for a safe jump as well. So, I do mostly play Cammy still. I might switch to some other characters in just a little bit. But Cammy's uppercut is a little shorter, is a little slower, so I'm going to do the light uppercut here. Like so, and it wasn't a reversal. Do it the scrubby way. There you go. So I'm going to get the light cannon spike. What's nice is that on normal recovery, so this is another setup that I've had before that I made up just recently messing around with Cammys. If you ever get them into that and combo into the light drill, so if you ever do the target combo into the light drill, so something like this, and I jump light, you notice that I avoid the uppercuts that way, like this, right? So the uppercuts will miss, and I get my crush counter. And then I can do whatever I want, right? Now, the nice thing about this is if they back roll recovery on this setup here, if I do this, it becomes a safe jump for everything that is 4 frames or slower. 3-frame uppercuts will beat this, but against people with 4-frame uppercuts, I can safe jump it every single time. So this target combo into light kick drill actually turns out to be really, really nice setup here because I can always block that uppercut. Not only that, if they do not do any wake-ups, and I do this, my jumping light kick becomes a cross-up on regular wake-up. So there you go. So if I just do jumping light kick, that's a cross-up in that situation. If they do a wake-up uppercut, I miss, and then I can start it all over again. Ooh, that was interesting. I had never seen that before. Let's see if I can replicate that. Okay, there you go. And if they back roll into uppercut, it's a safe jump. So there you go. It's just a nice little setup in there. There's a nice little setup for Cammy in that situation. So